After the collapse of the Ottoman Empire, why did Muslim leaders not restore the Islamic Caliphate? After the collapse of the Ottoman Empire, several factors contributed to the Muslim leaders' decision not to restore the Islamic Caliphate. 1. Nationalism. The early 20th century witnessed the rise of nationalist movements across the Muslim world. The concept of nation-states gained prominence, with Muslim-majority regions seeking independence and self-governance based on ethnic, linguistic, or cultural identities. Nationalist sentiments often superseded the idea of a unified Islamic Caliphate, as people sought to establish their own independent nation-states. 2. Colonialism and Western influence. The Muslim world was heavily impacted by European colonialism during this period. Many Muslim-majority regions came under direct or indirect control of European powers, which influenced the political landscape and limited the scope for a unified caliphate. The colonial powers often supported local leaders who aligned with their interests, further undermining the possibility of a unified Islamic authority. 3. Political fragmentation and power struggles. The collapse of the Ottoman Empire led to significant political fragmentation in the Muslim world. Various regions and communities sought to establish their own independent states, often with competing political ideologies and power struggles. This fragmentation made it challenging to achieve consensus and establish a unified caliphate. 4. Different interpretations and visions of Islam. Muslim leaders held diverse interpretations of Islam and varied visions for the future of the Muslim world. This diversity meant that there was no single consensus on the form, structure, or leadership of a restored caliphate. Differences in religious beliefs, political ideologies, and cultural practices further complicated the idea of a unified Islamic authority. 5. Lack of popular support and legitimacy. While there were some calls for the restoration of the caliphate, it did not enjoy widespread popular support. The idea of a caliphate had lost its appeal for many Muslims, and the legitimacy of any potential caliphate was questioned. The absence of a universally recognized and accepted leader made the restoration of the caliphate impractical. It is important to note that some Muslim groups and movements, such as the Islamic State, ISIS, have sought to establish their own version of a caliphate in recent times. However, these efforts have been highly controversial and have not garnered broad support within the Muslim world.